The very detailed design you see here contains an excellent piece of irrigation design work with some very detailed instructions for diameter of inlines and poly fittings and risers and so on. I'll just change the view to background colour of white so you can see the tap, the spreaders and irrigation. So the client's been given some really good information here on laying out the irrigation system. To print it for the client, we've got a layout tab called Irrigation Detail. What I wanted to show you was, if you notice here, some of the planting is getting in the way of showing the irrigation layout clearly, and many gCADPlus users don't realise that if you select a floating viewport such as this, you can right-click and select Viewport Layers, and Viewport Layers gives you this layer set here. So you're seeing the same layers as are in the drawing, but arranged just a little differently. And we can turn off viewport layers. This is quite distinct and different from the normal layer arrangement. So we might want, for the sake of argument, the hedge layer is certainly interfering. Let me just move it. This hedge that runs through here, and then maybe large shrubs and medium shrubs. I'm just clicking on the little icon alongside, so I'm freezing those, and I'll go OK, and you should see those layers magically disappear. Let's get rid of, oops, I'll display that on the layout and get rid of that view. So you can see now that on this sheet we now have our irrigation layout showing beautifully. And if we just go back to, I think it was sheet 1 we were working on earlier, all of those layers show on sheet 1. So these are independent. Viewport layers are quite independent of one another on these layout sheets, and that's very powerful. It can help enormously in working with your client. Let's go back to Irrigation Detail, and let me go back into Layouts Manager, and it's currently on an A2 sheet, and that says sheet size A2, but you could explode that block and then take that piece of, we might need to explode it twice, then take that piece of text in there and just change that to A3 if we wanted to. There's nothing wrong with printing to a sheet size, and we would say scale N to NTS, not to scale N.T.S. So we simply now say File and Print. Our cute PDF writer is set to an A3 sheet now. Will fit to paper because we've said not to scale. We're centering the print. We'll pick paper, so we're going to get the border and then the reference frame just inside it, and then our layout there. So we can OK it, and we'll overwrite an existing gCADPlus drawing on the desktop. And let's go to the desktop and let's have a little look at the drawing. There is our drawing. So can you see we've got quite a versatile system. You can plot basically on any size sheet of paper, but just make sure you edit the title block information when you do. So Spare Thoughts Landscape Design has given us permission to use their design to illustrate some of these principles. So I certainly hope that you can look forward to and use the ability to set different layers on and off in different layout sheets in different viewports.